Greetings, citizens of the world. George Soros, the owner of one of the deepest and most secretive wallets in the Democrat Party, may have finally extended his reach too far. He is helping North Korea and Kim Jong-Un. Refuse Fascism, a group funded by Soros, is attempting to pull the Democrats away from working in the interests of the United States, according to the Daily Caller. Back in July, Refuse Fascism released a statement that said the U.S. is bullying and demonizing Kim Jong-un, and needs to reconsider. The statement urged the need to stop thinking like an American, and start thinking about humanity. The Soros-funded organization has one goal in mind: to resist President Trump and his agenda, which is that of the American people at all costs. They have fought hard against the messages and actions of the president, upping the ante every time they show their faces, so to speak. Despite Kim Jong-un threatening nuclear annihilation, Refuse Fascism has much bigger goals. An internal memo revealed that they want to make the leaders in the United States lose legitimacy, which will, in their minds, bring down the president. The group recently responded after strict sanctions were imposed against North Korea on August 5. They wanted to do everything they could to demonize the United States. Considering the number of people who follow these types of groups, this is very alarming. Refuse Fascism's statement about the sanctions on North Korea painted a very different picture from the truth. They made it sound as if the U.S. is just throwing their weight around on poor, defenseless, Kim and his country. As expected, they also have a completely distorted opinion on Jong-un threatening American territory with nuclear weapons that could annihilate Guam, the U.S. mainland, or anywhere in between. The madness does not end there, however. Soros Group released a statement just last month that was full of outrage over the way the American media is using lies and distortion to paint North Korea in a negative light. Maybe they have not heard and seen that Kim runs one of the most truthless, inhumane regimes in the world. No, we should not be comfortable with the disgusting media frenzy, full of lies and distortion, that marches us toward not just another invasion of a small country but a nuclear attack that can wipe out millions of people in one day and threaten the future of life on Earth, the group's statement proudly declared. Refuse Fascism is one of the groups that helped incite riots during and after Inauguration weekend. Soros was paying for violence. Now, with the United States less than a year into Trump's presidency, it is time to ask, when is this too much? How much divisive, anti-American propaganda is allowed until action is taken? George Soros is behind a domestic movement to counter the Trump administration's actions against the despot Kim Jong-un. Is Soros executing the same propaganda campaign the Soviets did during the Vietnam War? If this kind of behavior is allowed to continue, there will be more protests, more riots, more jaw-dropping statements, and more chaos overall. Their goal of stopping President Trump in his tracks has failed, but their intent is clear. The left wants globalism to take over, and that just isn't possible in the United States. Their increasing demands are accompanied by increasing hate and violence carried